Yeah. Then we can just, because you're gonna cut it anyways. Yeah.
So, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jens.
Hello, Monica.
It's so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. It was really inspirational yesterday to hear all your stories.
Yes, we spoke together, and we are here in Thailand, and actually he's Danish, not from Denmark.
Danish, yes.
Ja, und ich bin aus Deutschland, from Germany. And this is so funny because we have bungalows in the opposite, and we always say hi in Thai, and someday we come together and we spoke.
Yeah, finally, because we've been waving every morning when I go on my morning run. We've been hello, hello. So it's been good.
And yes, and yesterday we had a chat a little bit, and it was so interesting about your story. I've learned so much about you and everything what happened in your life and why you are able to traveling around the world over 1 year. Wow, this is so amazing and so great. Please tell me a little bit.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, we've been traveling now for almost a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
And we want to keep doing it forever.
Forever?
That's the plan, until we get sick of it. So, but in order for that to happen, we had to first get some stuff in order. So what we did was we actually spent a lot of years working really hard on setting up a way where we didn't have to be in a certain specific place in order to make money.
Okay.
So everything we've been working on business-wise has been to become even more geographical independent. So it's all online work. It's all handled by mail or telephone or internet. And it was a hard road. It took us almost 5 years of working back in Denmark before we actually were able to set off.
Okay.
So to all the people watching and listening, don't think it's just something you just do. It takes a bit of hard work, but everything in life takes hard work.
It works, yes.
It works.
And do you travel only in Thailand or all over the world, or what is your plan?
Before I met my beautiful wife, she already had lived in Bali before. She spent some time in Bali, and we decided that was the place to go again. So when we first took off from home, we took off and lived in Bali for around 6-7 months.
Okay.
And from Bali we then traveled around. We traveled to New Zealand, we traveled to Singapore, we traveled to Malaysia, different places, and here in Thailand also, and just moved around a lot, because the plan was go to a specific place and then stay there. If we like it, then stay longer.
Okay, you're searching.
And if we didn't like it, then move on.
Okay.
Kind of searching, kind of just not, because we didn't travel to become tourists.
No.
We traveled to meet people, to meet exciting people, and to be inspired all the time, and to see what happens. So what happened with Bali was that we just spent too much time there, and we didn't like it anymore, so we had to move.
Okay.
And then
you're free.
We're free, so Thailand was the next logical step, but who knows, next year it might be Europe, it might be America, it might be anywhere, Canada.
Denmark.
It might be Denmark. It's such a big country. There's so much to see.
Okay, and you inspired me too yesterday because you said you're a fitness trainer.
I'm a personal
trainer.
I like to call myself a weight loss motivator. Because I think the whole term of trainer is so overspent, and there's that whole jungle of fitness is so confusing, and nobody really knows what is up and down anymore. And I felt like it was my responsibility as someone who has always been up and down in weight. I was a yo-yo weight, so I went from 125 kilos down to 80 kilos and back up to 118 and back down and back up and back down over and over again, and just couldn't understand why. Every time I had success in my health, I found a way to ruin it. So now that I finally understand everything that goes on behind the scenes when it comes to health and weight. All the stuff that goes on up here, your mindset, the way you look at food, the way you look at life, the way you look at yourself. I think it was my responsibility to go out and show it and teach people and lead by example and be that guy who says, stop, don't go on a high-fat diet because that's not your problem. Don't go for the quick fix every time.
What's the problem?
What the problem is? Yeah, the problem might be
it's always here.
It's always here, and your biggest problem might not even be your eating habits, but it's probably most likely something totally different. It comes out of nowhere, and it can be. For me, it was probably because I got a lot of attention when I was a kid when I ate a lot. Because then they were proud of me. Oh, you're so good, you finished your plate. You're so good when.
We always have to find the reason.
Find the reason, and if you go back long enough, there's always something. There's always patterns. There's some habits you can look into, but it's very rarely just that you eat too much. Okay.
What was the special moment that you realized this and you discover this? Your topic, your problem.
When I found out. It was a gradual thing that happened. I came out of a drug abuse. I had a big problem with smoking hashish and weed, and also other stuff I should not take. And I spent around 8 years of my life doing that until I met my wife. And understanding the mechanics behind stopping smoking helped me understand later on anyways the same patterns that happens when you start to lose weight or start to think about your health or start to make that transformation for yourself. Because the almost everything when it comes to diet is exactly the same thing when it comes to quitting smoking or being a heroin addict or doing any drugs or whatever. It's basically the same. Alcohol, it's the same patterns, it's the same habits, and understanding that and figuring out the code that works for all of it and not just for one thing actually made me able to change other things in my life too. Made me work harder, it made me exercise more, it made me eat better, it made me love more, it made me smile more, it made me more aware of everything I do and everything I say in life. And I do believe that it's not something that just happens. It takes time and it's a process. But if you're open and willing to go through it, the process happens faster. And it can happen within a week, and it can happen within a month.
Go through, this is
But you have to open up your
normally
heart.
Normally we avoid this.
We avoid this because, and if somebody says, then we're very good at coming up with excuses. I can't do that because that's too much. Or
I know this.
And you know this, and I do it all the time. You just, that's the first initial response of your brain when you need to step out of your comfort zone and into where the magic happens, is that you don't want to. You want to resist because it's so nice here where we are right now. So comfortable. Coffee tastes good here. The water's clean. And everything just works right here. Why move?
Why move? This is
why move? Question, And so we always. But if you completely open yourself and just say, just going to put my guard down, and no matter what anybody tells me today, I'm going to do it.
That's the reason why I'm here right now.
That's the reason why you're here right now. And if you can keep that open mind for more than a day, if you can keep it for a month, amazing things will happen. If you can keep it for a year, then the sky is the limit, and then you can really completely change your life around. But you have to be open and put your guard down, and it's so hard.
And it's really, really hard, and it hurts. But
physically hurts.
You don't have. This is always 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. However, then it's gone. No, and this is a good interesting. And you have wrote a book about this.
Yeah, I had to write a book about it.
Ah, okay.
And from the same reasons why I write my blog, and for the same reason I do, basically free training for people. I help as much as I can, and I do it because I've seen so many books that comes with magazines that says the eat as much as you want diet, or the high fat low carb diet, or the Atkins diet, or the protein diets, or there's so many. It's a fashion industry, but it's a fashion industry that messes with people's health, and it makes me angry. And so I had to, and I came up with the stupidest title ever. It's called "How to Lose 5 Kilos in 5 Weeks."
Yeah.
As to really to put it right in people's face.
Yeah.
How stupid is this? Because
I know.
do you want to lose 5 kilos in 5 weeks, or do you want to be happy and live a healthy, long life, smiling more and being more happy? So I put this really to provoke people, because initially they might look at the book and think, oh, if I get this book, I can lose 5 kilos in 5 weeks.
No.
But you can lose 5 kilos in 5 weeks. You just don't eat anything, and there's ways, but that's not. Then as soon as they start, they open the book or they read the description, then they see that I'm basically.
I like this. I really like this.
I'm playing with them because I don't think anybody should just go out and lose 5 kilos in 5 weeks unless they want to. It's a challenge you can set for yourself, and it's totally possible.
Yeah, it's absolutely possible.
As a personal trainer, I've done it with people, and it's happened, and I've done it myself.
But this is not the real thing.
Point. Because you can lose 5 kilos in 5 weeks. What after? What are you going to do when you're finished?
Jens, perhaps you have one absolutely tip for our people here outside.
I can tell you my 3 most important principles when it comes to health and weight loss. And this is something that everyone can use if they take the time to just study it a little bit, maybe go to my website, whatever. The 3 principles to health and weight loss. There's 3 steps. 1, just move. Just move. Every day move. Go for a walk, go for a hike.
Go for a dance.
Go for a dance. Come to my boot camp. Do whatever you like. Just move every day. And the more you move, the better. And have fun while moving. Keep smiling. Step number 2, eat fresh food. Eat fresh food. You've seen this food pyramid?
Remember?
That tells you that it has a bunch of weird stuff. Throw it out. You don't need it. Eat fresh food. Fresh vegetables. Fresh. If you eat meat, eat fresh meat. No sausages, no processed ham, no... all this stuff. Buy raw, fresh meat. Fresh vegetables. Fresh fruit. Processed foods, out the way. Don't get that. Pasta is a processed food. Pasta is made from wheat. People think it's a natural food. It's not. It's a combination of foods mixed together and then made into the shape, and then you boil it, and then it's actually a processed food. Rice is a pure food. Whole grain rice is even purer. But fresh, clean food. If you can implement this into your diet and really, whenever you do shopping, just only go to the fresh food section.
And the 3rd tip?
Thirdly, know why. Understand why you want to lose weight.
This is good.
If you don't know why, this counts for everything in your life, but if you don't know why you want to do something, if you don't have a big reason, it's never going to work.
Wow.
You're going to fall back every time.
This is my work actually too, to find out and the why. Yeah. Wow, thank you very much.
You're
Jens
very
Müller.
welcome, Müller. You said it perfectly.
Yeah, visit him, join him. At your
at my website.
I
do. You can my Facebook page.
This is Jens. Legend.com.
You can put it in the description of the video if you want to.
Yes, of course. And you're on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook. I have both my private. If you want to be friends with me, just send me a friend request. If you want to follow me on my other social media, just go to Jens Legend and write weight loss motivator, and you'll find me there. And otherwise, like my videos, like my blog post. Everything is fine. Just let me know that you are getting something positive from what I do.
Wow, okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Tschüss. Okay, 15 minutes.
Even.
No problem. Yeah.